healthcare and quality education are imperative for our country's progress and for the well-being of all our people. We thought about our motto for the hospital. It is respect for life.
आज हमारे साथ हैं एक बहुत ही स्पेशल गेस्ट, द विजन, द फोर्स, the woman behind transforming a heritage institution right in the heart of Mumbai city into a state-of-the-art hospital. This is Nita Ambani. Thank you so much for talking to us, ma'am.
Welcome.
First of all, congratulations for achieving this mammoth task of renovating a hospital and making it state-of-the-art. Let's talk about the journey of revamping Sir HN Hospital into Sir HN Reliance Foundation Hospital.
I think I first would want to say is that in India we are a population of 1.25 billion people, and I feel healthcare and education, quality healthcare and quality education are imperative for our country's progress and for the well-being of all our people. I started working on this hospital in March 2011.
Right.
The heritage building, as you call it, Harkishan Das, Narottam Das, the HN Hospital,
Right.
is a legacy of 90 years.
Absolutely, yes.
And it was meant for the people of Mumbai. And when I started revamping this hospital,
Right.
I wanted to concentrate on the same values that it had been built for, to give quality care to all the people of Mumbai.
So there is no discrimination.
There's absolutely no discrimination in service to the people. So whether you are in the free beds, subsidized beds, or anywhere else in the hospital, the quality of care remains the same.
Absolutely. I had the privilege just before you came to do a quick round of the hospital, and I must say I was mighty impressed because it looks beautiful, and more than that, like you just said, the facilities that you provide here, there is no discrimination. So I went into the general ward, and I had to be told by somebody that this is the general ward because I could see that the beds had all the facilities that you see right up to the ICU, or maybe even premier suites. So that is a conscious decision.
Yes, even when we thought about our motto for the hospital, it is respect for life. Zindagi ka samman. Because I think every life deserves to be lived to the fullest.
Yeah.
And I think that was a driving principle in our minds when we set up doing this hospital. So if you see our, as you said, the economy ward, or if you even see, our facilities elsewhere in the hospital, you'll find that there is respect for every human being who enters this hospital.
Absolutely. I did really enjoy going into the Woman and Child Center. Lovely pink greets you, and it's a very soothing feeling when you walk in, And I also saw the bit of a sports center, a kids' place that you made, like a little school in the pediatric center.
Within the hospital.
Right.
It's the baby center, the women and child
center. The bit of a sports center, a kids' place that you made, like a little school in the pediatric center.
Within the hospital.
Right.
It's the baby center, the women and child center, is really close to my heart. We have the neonatal center, which is actually an ICU for little babies who are born premature or who are very ill at birth. So we are trying to see if we can reduce the infant mortality.
Right.
And
that is, I think, something that Mr. Modi spoke about in the opening of this hospital. That is a worry that we need to address in our country.
It's not only meant for babies who are born in this hospital, but we can bring babies from elsewhere and have them taken care of in this hospital.
Right. Another interesting thing that I noticed at the opening was that you said you want to make this hospital the largest green hospital in the country.
Yes.
And you're also following the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan very, very closely. Tell us about that.
It will be one of the largest green hospitals in India. We have ensured that we have rainwater harvesting, recycling of water. Also, the Swachh Abhiyan, besides keeping our neighborhood clean.
Because this is a very crowded area of Mumbai. Absolutely.
Of Mumbai. So this is the heart of Mumbai, we are right in the middle of the heart of Mumbai.
Yes.
But also in seeing that we take maximum care in infection control within the hospital. So we have separate pneumatic chutes that take in soil, linen, disposables through the pneumatic chutes within the walls of the building.
Right, so there's no human touch.
There's no human touch. It goes straight from there into where it has to reach. Also, there are separate pneumatic chutes that will take blood samples or bring in medicines. So there's no touch. So we're trying our hardest to control infection. We've got 19 isolation rooms in the hospital. So we're trying to, as the Prime Minister has given the calling for Swachh Bharat, we're trying to make this hospital also as swachh as it can be.
As possible. Another very interesting thing that you've managed to accomplish, there are many, was that, you often hear about India having the best doctors in the world. However, they all run away because, they are not happy with the infrastructure. But you and Reliance Foundation has managed to get 50 surgeons and doctors from the overseas Indian guys to come and serve in this hospital.
It's quite heartwarming for us to welcome back almost 50 doctors from UK, US and America and other parts of the world back to India. And I've really enjoyed working with them, and they're all looking forward to working for a cause in India.
Right. And the cause also, which is good to talk about, is the mobile center जो आपने बाहर शुरू किया है outside the hospital. It is for the underprivileged, and it is like a mobile hospital.
Yeah, it is an outreach program.
जी.
So we started this in 2012 December. We have reached out to 370,000 people who are from the weaker sections of the society and within the 7 kilometers radius of the hospital. And this is not only taking care of them, their medical needs, but also to see that we educate them for preventive health care.
Sure.
And at this moment, I must say, it's still in a
nascent stage.
Yeah, is that what we're looking at is even saying scanning for early cancer, especially oral cancer.
Very important. Because by the time you get to know, it's too late, so it's important to.
So that's what we're going to start as soon as possible. As soon as we get our outreach program measurement right, then we want to start with oral screening for cancer.
Ma'am, I'm sure there are a lot of features that you love about this hospital. I told you some of my favorites. But tell me the 5 features is hospital made that make you very proud of.
I think it's a digital hospital. So it's a future ready hospital. Every information can be accessed from your mobile.
Right.
We use cloud, we use 4G for collecting records, keeping them, storing the records for every person who comes here, and even for the outreach program. So everything is digitalized, but we've not yet lost the human touch. I think I'm very proud of all the people working here. They have had sincerity of purpose and dedication to deliver.
And they greet you with lovely smiles.
Yes, they do. And my nurses here are wonderful. So I think what we want to do is to see that we enhance our human experience for each one who enters this hospital. That means not only the patient, but the patient's family, because they go through so much anxiety when your near and dear ones are in the hospital. So I think I'm very proud of the human effort that we have put in this hospital. The human touch.
The human touch. The respect for life.
That's respect for life.
So we are in the heritage wing of the hospital.
Yes.
And like you promised, it is beautiful.
is the most favorite part of the hospital for me. And it has a special story. This is where the story of the hospital began in 1925, 19 years ago. And for me, I wanted, when I saw this building, we started imagining what it looked like at that time.
Absolutely.
And we got pictures, because this was a beautiful heritage building, but it had over the time worn out. So we wanted to bring it back to its original glory and rededicate it to the city of Mumbai.
Beautiful. It looks stunning from the outside, I must say. I must congratulate you, because that's the first impression.
What we did is that we brought back the stone, the teak, the wood look of the hospital, and maintained the heritage look of the hospital, and then we put all the modern medical facilities within the hospital.
Fabulous.
So
it's a good mix of the old and the new.
It was quite an effort, because we had to fit the pneumatic chutes here, get our air filters within this.
For sure.
And I must say, at the end of this, we're very, very proud of this heritage building, which has a story to tell. This is Sir HN, who started, the founder, and his wife Mankorba, who actually started the hospital in her husband's memories.
I see.
In 1925. And it has such a rich legacy. For the 25 years celebration, we had the Iron Man of India, Vallabhbhai Patel, presiding over the 25-year celebration.
Fabulous.
For the 50-year celebration, we had Loknayak Jayaprakash Narayan presiding over it. And for the 90th year, after we have revamped the entire hospital, we had our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Bhai Modi inaugurating the hospital.
Lovely.
So it has really a rich heritage. And what is really special is this elevator here. It was one of the first public elevators in the city of Mumbai.
Beautiful.
And we found it lying in a go down as junk.
Wow.
And what we did is that not only did we bring it back to its looks, aesthetic look what it was, but it's also completely operational. And I'm going to invite you for a ride in it, so that we ride back in time and imagine we are in the 1940s.
Absolutely. I'd love to do that, but before that, there's so much more to talk to you about, because we barely have any time. But let me first begin by talking to you about your first love. And we're not talking about Mr. Ambani.
Education.
Yes, your first love. You have, of course, this hospital has taken a lot of your time, but your heart really belongs in the education sector. You started your career as a teacher.
Absolutely.
And if I'm right, I think you started as somebody who started earning 800 rupees.
That's true.
Right after you got married.
You know, when I got married to Mukesh, my only request to him and my father-in-law was that I couldn't continue working. So I continued working for a teacher.
What was that like? You were married into this big industrial family, and there you were working as a teacher.
Well, I used my maiden name. So I worked under the name of Nita Dalal. I think not many people knew that I was Mukesh's wife. But it was something that I cherish so dearly. So teaching is in my DNA.
Absolutely.
And I enjoy doing that. So when the first opportunity came up, I think almost 25 years ago, Mukesh was putting up the first polyester plant in Patalganga. And I put up my first school at Patalganga for the employees and their children. And we wanted to give all the children high quality education. So that's where my journey of education started. And then we put up the Nita Ambani International School 11 years ago. This year I opened one more school in New Bombay. So now we run 13 schools.
Fabulous.
And almost 16,000 children we educate.
But I want to know know, from your starting days, what are some of the learnings that you've taken as a, you know, as an ordinary school teacher to becoming, you know, the head of Reliance Foundation, doing such fabulous work? What are some of the basics that you've carried with yourself over the years?
I think never compromise on quality. Pursue excellence every day and give it your best. So every day that I come to work, I just say I'm here to give my best today and make the best effort, and I want my team to do that. Also, where education is concerned, I think children must enjoy gaining knowledge.
They must
enjoy the whole process of learning, and teachers need to enjoy the process of teaching. So it has to be a happy environment. I often tell people that all schools have to be happy. Children must enjoy coming to school. It should be a good time that they spend in their childhood to learn.
Sure. You're also starting the Reliance University.
Yes.
Not much is spoken about it, but if you could, you know, share a bit about it. I believe there's some film and journalism course that you might be working on.
Yes, we are looking at whole spectrum.
Right.
So whether it's journalism, science, engineering, art.
Beautiful. I'd like to get a seat in that university. Wouldn't mind going back to school. So when do we see the Reliance University coming?
I think at this moment I've just opened the hospital. I want to give it my best for a few years, and we're planning the university. So the plans are being made. So a lot of work is being done on paper.
Right. Now, lastly about the educational realm, the Nita Ambani school is very popular. It is popular for a certain class of people. I want to know what is the Reliance Foundation doing to sort of ensure that good education seeps right to the bottom of society that we really need to at this point?
Absolutely. Even I have to tell you about the Nita Ambani International School. What we do is in the evening, it doubles up for a school for street children. Akanksha.
Right.
So we use the same facilities, and it's a delight to watch these children coming into the school. Yeah. And you know, at the foundation we have 3 pillars, as you know: education, health, and rural transformation. Right. Rural transformation is where we are trying to bridge the gap between urban India and rural India. And here is where I feel if we can use digital technology to translate education to the remote corners of India, because I think education, as I spoke to you earlier, is imperative.
Absolutely.
And I think it's a fundamental right of every child to learn to read and to write. And quality education is what we want. And I thought, just like in healthcare, telemedicine, video conferencing can help. I think by way of digital technology, if we can get to the heart of India, to the villages, and give quality education to millions of our children, I think
there's nothing like that.
India will be a happier place.
For sure. So education one side and sports on the other. That's something, again, you're very, very excited and you're totally in for it in the past few years.
Because I think that education and sports actually go hand in hand. And for the holistic development of all children, sports is absolutely essential.
So we will discuss your love for sports and all that you do in this realm in the third segment, and I'm going to take your offer of going
and we're going to ride back in time.
Right, ma'am, so this is the Sports Rehabilitation Center of the hospital.
Absolutely.
Like a gym.
This is the most modern sports rehab center. And just like education, I'm a big sports enthusiast.
Absolutely, I was getting to that. So tell me something, your love for cricket happened by default because you took up Mumbai Indians, but now you're also involved in football. So do we see you indulging in a few matches of football?
Sports can inspire and unite the youths and channelize their energy in the right direction. And even with Mumbai Indians, we've tried to integrate education. The initiative that we have launched, Education for All, which has been quite successful in the last 3 years.
Right.
And now it's all about football.
Absolutely, football.
It's an exciting venture.
Yeah.
We are not trying to dislodge cricket or anything like that. We're just saying, why 2 sports? Why 3? Why can't Indian youth play many sports?
Absolutely. We are a cricket-obsessed country, and it's nice to see, you know, more sports coming
More
in the forefront.
sports coming in the forefront. And hopefully, I think, with ISL and with the response that we've got to football by way of fans, by way of social media, I hope many youngsters take up this beautiful game of football, pursue it and make it their profession.
Right.
And as you know, the ultimate aim is to see that India qualifies to play for the World Cup.
That will be a dream come true.
It will, it will.
So there's still a lot more to see in the hospital.
Yes, and as I told you, I want to show you the elevator and take a ride back in time.
Absolutely, can't wait.
So let's go.
Yeah, let's go. So I want to know, does Nita Ambani ever get spent, like out of energy? Because how do you manage to give your 110 in everything you do?
I think I just enjoy everything that I do so much. But one thing that I enjoy the most is being a mother.
Absolutely.
To my fabulous 3, as I call them.
They are the greatest joy in your life,
They're
really.
the greatest joy in Mukesh's and my life.
So now, talking about your kids, they've recently been inducted onto the board of Reliance Group of Industries. So, you know, a high-pressured role suddenly from being, you know, the babies of the house to now being in charge. How are they taking onto this new role?
You know, Isha graduated from Yale last year and she went ahead and worked in McKinsey, New York for a year. And she's now come back to India and has wholeheartedly jumped into Reliance Jio.
Fabulous.
Akash has been working, I think he dreams about it, he eats about Jio. So he's been working in Jio for the last 1 year. And hopefully
Anant as well.
Anant is a little young now. He's the youngest.
Right. He's
in our
3 years
family.
younger.
He's at Brown. But he is passionate about environment, you know, wildlife. So I think all the 3 children, I have twins the first time, Akash and Isha, but they're very different. And so is Anant, and all of them have varied interests. So
I was reading about Anant's love for animals. There's a little zoo in the house that he sort of...
he saves animals. And once these animals come home injured, from birds to stray dogs, to sometimes even reptiles and birds with cut wings and all, and then they just stay on. So at Jamnagar we really have a huge
sanctuary?
For animals, you know, that we kind of have adopted.
Fabulous. Fabulous. So talking about your kids, let's talk a bit about you. You look stunning for your age, and bless you for that. You're not much of a foodie, clearly. You don't like eating too much, I was reading.
Well, I try and eat healthy. I also am a dancer, so I try and kind of dance every morning if I can. So I enjoy my food, but I'm quite choosy about what I eat.
But Mr. Ambani, I believe, is a big foodie, and he's also a film buff. He loves to see films.
He enjoys his food, especially Gujarati food, Indian food, and he likes to watch. He enjoys watching movies. While I don't watch movies at all.
At all?
No, I don't watch movies at all.
But you have a lot of friends in the industry.
I do, but I'm not a movie buff.
Ma'am, thank you so much for taking so much of time out for us and taking us through this beautiful hospital. And we wish you all the very best for all the endeavors that you plan to take up.
Thank you so much for spending so much time with us at the hospital.
So ये थी Mrs. Nita Ambani हमारे साथ. Hope you enjoyed watching the show. Keep watching Zee Business.
quality healthcare and quality education are imperative for our country's progress and for the well-being of all our people. We thought about our motto for the hospital. It is respect for life.